Okay, girls, so welcome to your next session of the March block. Tonight, you're very lucky. You've got Karen, who's one of our academy coaches, and she is going to be leading you through tonight's session, and she has one of our warriors, Nada. So I'm going to hand over to Karen, and she is going to introduce you to Nada. So over to you, Karen.
Hi everyone, as Hannah said, my name's Karen and I'm one of the academy coaches who will be taking you through this online session. So Nada, who's with me, is one of our very talented emerging warriors, and I'm just going to have a quick chat with Nada to let you know a little bit more about her. So hi Nada, can you just let us know what your position is and what some of the key skills are that you need while you're out on the court?
So hi everyone, my name is Nada and my main position will be wing attack. So obviously some of the skills you need to have as a good wing attack would be agility, good vision, speed and dodging, and obviously ball placement into the circle.
Great, thanks Nada. And I know obviously we're in this period of lockdown and we're doing things online, but what is your most memorable netball memory or moment or achievement to date?
It would probably have to be around this time last year. We went to the European Championships under 17s in Wales, and it was just such a good experience, and we had a really good win over Switzerland, and the team was just all really close, so it was just an amazing experience.
Fantastic. And I know, Nada, you trained incredibly hard, as did everyone else in the team, to get there. So I'm sure that was a really great experience and you've learned so much from that. And yeah, what keeps you motivated, Nada? Who's your role model for sport and for netball?
Well, there's a few, like the likes of Caroline O'Hanlon and Serena Guthrie, but for example, Caroline, she's actually been to a few of our sessions with the Emerging Warriors, and honestly, it's so motivating. Like, she's just such a hard worker. She never stops, and she's just always calm and collected and just has so many skills.
Fantastic. And it's great to see so many girls logged on tonight who are dedicated to their netball and who are trying to keep fit and keep their skills up for when we return to the court. So we're going to get started, okay? So we're not going to have any more chatting. Thank you, Nada. It was great to have a quick introduction there from you. We're going to get started. And what you will need tonight is a netball if you have one, or I have a Pilates ball here, or you could use a tennis ball. You will need some markers or cones, so whether that's a water bottle or a toilet roll or anything you have to use as a marker. So you need 3 of those. You'll need your water bottle, and you will just need a little bit of space. So we're going to start by warming up. You won't need your ball to start off, so you can just put it to the side. But if you want to get a space, I'm just going to start our timer, and we're going to start off getting our body nice and warm, ready to go. What I should say is make sure that you have nothing around you can trip on, and also make sure that you've got your trainers on. That's probably the best thing if you can, to have your trainers on rather than in your bare feet. So we're going to get started just by jogging nice and gently on the spot. Okay, so we want to be nice and light on the balls of our feet. Get our knees up, drive our arms, and have nice relaxed shoulders. Good, I can see some of you on the screen, which is super. Turn on your camera if you wish. Keep it going. We're going to do this for 20 more seconds just to get our heart rate up. Keep your arms going. Good, now we're going to do some high knees. So really drive your knees up, drive your arms. Again, see if you can keep your arms pumping the whole time. Really pick your knees up as high as possible. Good, keep it going, keep working hard. And then we're going to turn that now into some heel flicks. So heels up to kick your bottom. And you drive your arms at the same time, keeping your head up. Get your feet moving nice and quickly. Just have a wee look and see it's all moving. Great. Keep that up. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Next little move we're going to do is called an A skip. So you're going to bring your knee up opposite knee, opposite arm, and you can do this just on one side, so you can bring your knee up and skip, or if you can, then you bring it up from both sides. So we're going to do a little bit of a skip. Okay, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So drive the knees up, we can, opposite arm. Good, and you can see Nada there has nice high knees, and she's doing a little bounce in between. Good. Really driving her knees up, keeping her head up, shoulders nice and relaxed, and we're driving our arms from cheek to cheek. Keep that going. Working really hard for about 10 more seconds. You should start to feel your heart rate increasing and your body getting nice and warm. Okay, and relaxed. Good, okay, so we're just going to start by circling our shoulders forward. Good, and rolling them back. Then we're going to circle our arms forward. I've definitely started to heat up a bit, which is good. So if you have any questions as we're going through our session, or if there's an exercise that you're not able to do, just change direction with your arms, just pop a message in the chat bar and we can maybe suggest something else. Good, now what we're going to do is we are going to put our hands on our hips and we're going to do some lunges. So we're going to get down into that nice 90-90 position with our legs, our head up, and we're going to lunge forward if we can. Good. And then turn around. If you can't do this, if you have very little space, you can just alternate legs on the spot. Make sure we're keeping our head up and that our knees are in line with our toes. Keep that going. Good. Take your time. Make sure you're not wobbling from side to side. And we're going to go for 4 more. Two, last one, and rest. So just while you're watching our next exercise, you can have a little bit of rest. So we're going to have one knee straight, one leg bent. I'm going to reach down and stretch down the back of our legs. So I have one knee bent, one straight, sit back and really feel that stretch. Okay, so again, you can do this while you're on the move, taking a few steps. Or you can do it on the spot. Make sure we take our time, our toes facing the direction that we're traveling. We'll do 4 more. Well done. Okay, our last little exercise is we're going to do some sumo squats. So our feet are about shoulder width apart. Hopefully you can see me okay. Okay, and then I'm going to pivot round, squat down. Squat down. Again, if you are a bit tight on space, you can just do some body weight squats. Or you can travel from side to side if you have the room. Okay? Make sure that our knees are in line with our toes and we're keeping our back nice and straight as if we're sitting down onto a chair. We'll go for 4 more. Just take your time. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Last thing, make sure our ankles and our wrists are warmed up. So point your toes, flex them up towards your knee. For our wrists, make sure our ankles are nice and loose. And if you have any other stretches that you need to do, feel free to do them now. And grab a drink before we move on to circuit 1. So we will need, for this first little series, we're going to do some footwork practices. So we're going to work for 40 seconds and then we're going to have a 20-second rest. But the first round of each exercise, I want you to focus on your technique, and I want you to do it at maybe a 6 out of 10, 5 or 6 out of 10, just to really focus on your technique. So I'm going to demonstrate them, and then we're going to have a look at some of Nada's great technique on your screen, so you should be able to see her. And again, if there's any that you can't do because of room, I will give you other suggestions. So you will see that I have set up in front of me a little pretend ladder. So I have some markers. You can use your cones if you wish, or if you don't have any markers, it's okay, you can do it without. And the first exercise that we're simply going to do is 2 feet, okay, in each rung of the ladder. We're going to drive our arms and use fast feet. So we're going to go through, and then we're going to turn around and repeat. Okay, we want to see if we can do this with our head up and on the balls of our feet. So let's go. We're going to go do 3 rounds of this. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So let's really move on the balls of our feet using our arms to drive and pump. Good. Keep working, well done. You're 10 seconds in, so really focus on your technique. Are you using your arms? Are you on the balls of your feet? Good, your feet should be really fast. Keep working hard. You'll see Nada's feet going really fast while her arms are driving. And we're working for 5 more seconds before we take a rest. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so if you want to grab a quick drink, you can. And we're going to go again. So we're going to do 1 more round of this. And I want to see this time how fast you can get your feet going. Can you remember to use your arms? Can you do it with your head up? Okay, so 3 points. Head up, fast feet, drive your arms. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's see how many rounds you can get in. So really drive your arms. Good. Well done. Keep your feet moving nice and fast. Good, well done. Can you do it on the way there and the way back? I can see you moving across the screen. You're flying past. Well done. Keep working hard. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, while you're having a rest, I'm going to show you your next 2 exercises. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are just going to go sideways, okay, so through the ladder sideways, okay, and back again. So again, can you do that with your head up? And then we're going to move on to fast feet forward and back. So we're going forward, back, okay? And again here, we want to drive our arms, we want to move forward into the ladder, and then back out again. Forward into the ladder, and back out again. But we want to do it on the balls of our feet as fast as we can. So this time I'm going to let you do, if we do sideways across and back, and then we'll maybe do our fast feet. We can do a combination of both. So let's get going. Let's see how fast we can get moving. We'll do 1 slow round actually, just to focus on our technique. Okay, away we go. So Nada, can I get you to tilt your camera a little wee bit more for me? Super. Lovely. So let's see if we can get our feet going sideways. So drive the knee up. Still using our arms. Good, some lovely examples here. I think I see some hurdles in the kitchen there. That's great, those markers. Good, well done. Okay, we're going to keep going, and once we're halfway through, we're going to switch to our next one. Good, keep it up, side to side. Okay, now what I want you to do is switch to your in and outs moving sideways. So in and outs moving sideways. So feet are going forward and back as we move through our ladder. Good. Great. Get those feet moving. I can see some very fast feet on my screen. It's great. Remember to drive your arms. Try your best to keep your head up. Good. And remember to drive out those arms. Well done. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so we're going to do one more round of that. We'll do 20 seconds of just moving sideways, and then we'll do 20 seconds of moving forward and back whilst we're going sideways through our ladder. Girls, this is really good. I'm seeing some great footwork. And lots of people having a quick drink, which is good. Take plenty of drinks through your session and just rest as you need. Okay, so let's go for one more round of this. So we're going sideways to begin, cross and back. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So just sideways across, good. Driving your arms, keeping your head up. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed if you can. And we're moving on the balls of our feet. Well done. Remember to drive those arms. We want to go cheek to cheek with our hands. Good, lovely. Well done. Driving off that outside foot to change direction. Okay, and we're going to change. So we're now doing our fast feet, forward and back, in and out of the ladder. So we're going forward and back as we move sideways. See if you can still incorporate your arms. Keep working, so forward and back as we move sideways. Working for 20 more seconds. Good. Well done, they're lovely fast feet. If you can, keep your head up, remember. Keep going for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, while you're getting a drink, we're going to do one more exercise. So you just need one marker for this one. And all we're going to do with 2 feet, okay, is we're going to hop to the side. So we're going to hop 1, 2, 3, and then on 4, we're going to hop onto one leg. Now, what we want to try and do, 1, 2, 3, hop, and then hold. I put my foot down there, that was the accident. So you want to keep the foot up if we can. We want to try and tense all the muscles in our legs, keep our core strong. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, hop, hold. And then we're going to do, let's try 5 of those to the left and 5 to the right. Okay, let's go. Great, well done. Great, some lovely quick feet here. Good balance. So once you've done 5 to your left or 5 to your right, you switch over to the other side. Good. So 2 feet and then landing on 1 foot. We want to try and keep our core strong and stay nice and upright if we can, and land nice and softly. Good. I think some of us might have lost count. Some of us have finished. Okay, stop and have a rest. Great, okay, we're going to move on to our next little footwork drill. So I'm hoping you can see the markers in front of me. So I have one marker to my right and one to my left. Okay, and you can have them as wide as it depends on what space you've got. But then I have one cone in front of the marker on the marker, which is to my right. Okay, so I have a cone over here. Hopefully you can see me. Maybe not. I'll just move this. Okay, so we're going to have a go at our fast feet and then accelerating forward. So I have a little marker here in front of me. So I'm going to start on one cone. I'm going to do fast feet across, and then I'm going to accelerate forward to my cone. And then the important bit is turning our shoulders, hips, and feet the way we want to go and return to the start. So it's fast feet across, accelerate forward, and then come back to the start. Okay, so we'll give you a second to get set up. If you have any questions, feel free to message into the chat. If there's 2 of you in the room, you might need to take it in turns. Some of you have started already, which is great to see. Okay, you should be able to see Nada now. So let's get started. We're going to work for 40 seconds. Fast feet across from one cone to the other. Drive forward and return. Lovely. If you can, remember to use your arms as you drive forward. Good. If you're finding it tricky to get it all fitted in, you can just maybe do your fast feet. If you can't accelerate forward, that's okay. Good. Keep working hard. We're halfway. So really try and get onto the balls of those feet and drive the arms as you go across. And as we change direction, make sure that our head, our shoulders, our hips, and our feet face the way we want to run. Good. This is great, girls. Well done. Keep driving the arms. Okay, and rest. Now, we're going to do that one more time through. Get a quick drink if you need to, and then we're going to swap to the other side. Okay, 5-second warning. We're about to start. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So fast feet across. Once you hit your cone, drive. Go as fast as you can. Good. Drive forward, change direction, and return. Well done. Really try and push off that foot if you can. So you'll notice that Nada is changing the position of her feet and her hips in order to change direction and return to the start. Okay, so she's not shuffling backwards. She's changing the position of her feet and her hips and her shoulders in order to face the way she wants to go. Great, some of you have corrected that. Excellent work. We're over halfway. Good. The work rate is really great here, girls. Really good, great work. Lots of people working hard. Keep it up. Really drive your arms. Don't forget about the arms. Okay, and rest. So while you're having a rest, lift your cone. Okay, and you want to move it now over from the right side if you had it on the right to the left. And we're doing the same again. So I'm just starting on the opposite side. I'm doing fast feet, driving forward, and I really want you to focus. Hopefully you can see me this time. Oh, maybe not. On turning your hips, your shoulders, and your feet, and running back to the start position with your arms. Okay, we're going to go in 5 seconds. Okay, and off we go. So we're fast feet across, drive those arms, accelerate forward, great. I'm so impressed by how fast some people are able to accelerate forward in such a small space. It's great to see. Lovely. Don't forget about your arms, keep them moving. Well done, you're working really hard. Keep the head up if you can. Pretend that you're watching the ball and where it is in the court. So keep your eyes on the ball facing forward as your body turns to return. Good. Fast feet across, good. Lovely feet. You can see lots of fast feet, pitter-patter feet, which is lovely to see. Just don't forget about the arms. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we have one more round to go and then we're going to change. I wish you could all see all the different, I know you're all working very hard, but I wish you could see some of the great work rates I see here and some of the great footwork. It's fantastic, really, really good. So keep it up. I see lots of people out of breath, which is good. That's what we want. We're working hard. Okay, if you've grabbed a quick drink, this is the last round of this, and then we're going to move on. So 5-second warning. Let's get back to our start position. See some people opening a window. That's great. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Really drive your arms. Good. Moving sidewards, drive forward, change direction. So plant that outside foot and really push off. Well done. Great. Remember to drive your arms cheek to cheek with the hands. We're halfway through. Keep working hard. Keep the work rate high. Last 10 seconds. Can you get 2 more in? 3, 2, squeeze 1 more in, 1, and rest. Well done. Okay, grab a drink. Lovely. We're going to do 2 more exercises in this little footwork series, and then we're going to slow things down and work a little bit on our balance and our core. Okay, so while you're having a rest, our next exercise, you don't need any cones. We're going to drive forward. So we're going to sprint forward as far as we can, and then we're going to turn our body. We're going to do a defensive shuffle. Okay, back again. Okay, and when we're doing that, I want to see, again, when we're accelerating, that our hands are coming cheek to cheek. Okay, and then as we turn, we want to make sure we turn our shoulders and our hips, and we want to have our feet not too far apart. We don't want a slow side shuffle. We want a little quick shuffle, one way and then the other way. So it's drive forward, go one way, the other way. And challenge yourself to maybe, like I always go right whenever I turn. Okay, I always turn over my right shoulder. Try sometimes to maybe go the opposite way first. Okay, so we're going to do 1 slow round, and then we're going to do a faster round. Okay, so here we go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So driving forward, turn your body position, good. Just take a bit of time to get used to the angles. Make sure that you're not just running backwards. Good. Some great feet here. Make sure that our base is nice and narrow and fast. We want it to be a quick movement, as if we're tracking back, and we're keeping our head up and our eyes on the ball. Good, 20 seconds left for this round. Really great work. Last 10. Keep working hard, driving forward. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done, girls. You've worked really hard. We have 1 more round of this, and then we have 1 more footwork exercise to go. Make sure you're getting a quick drink in between. Okay, 5-second warning. Let's see if you can go a little bit faster in this round. And remember your key points. Keep your movements nice and slick. Let's go. So we're driving forward. Good, that's lovely work. Good acceleration. Remember to really turn our shoulders and our hips as we're shuffling back. So we're not running backwards. And we want nice fast feet the whole time. Keep your head up. Try not to look down at your feet. You're over halfway. You'll be glad to know we have 15 seconds left. Last 10. See how many more you can get in? Girls, this is great work. Our intensity is great. Keep that intensity nice and high. Last 5, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. Okay, so just while you're grabbing your drink, what you will need this time is 2 markers. So I have 2 little strips. I'm going to just put them a couple of feet apart. So you can have them wide if you prefer, or you can have them a bit closer. And all we're looking for you to do is come through And we're going to do a figure of 8 in and around the cones or the markers, whatever you have. But what I'm looking for, and you'll notice this, Nada is excellent at this. She will move her feet nice and quick. Okay, so Nada, if you just tilt the camera down, and good, that's it. We'll have a look at your feet. So she comes through the 2 markers in the middle. She moves around one, around the other, and she has fast feet the whole time. So we're going to do 1 round of this. So we're only going to do this once because we've worked so hard. And we're going to start in 5, so make sure you're set up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Fast feet. Let's go. See if you can match the speed of our warrior. Good. If you can you keep your head up? If you're finding that you're out of breath or you need to be rest at any time, you can take it. That's okay. Take rest and then reset. 20 seconds to go. You're halfway. Keep moving your feet. Lovely. Some very quick feet I can see on this screen. Keep on the balls of your feet. Keep your head up if you can. Relax your shoulders. 10 seconds to go. You're nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Okay, for this next section, you're going to need your ball. You can push the markers out of the way. This next section, we're looking at core and balance. And you may find that the pace is a little bit slower, but I want you to concentrate on the muscles that you're working, okay? But we're going to just start off by getting, doing a little bit of ball familiarization. So all we're going to do is with our ball, sorry, my head's chopped off, is basically on the spot, bring the ball from side to side. Good, can you stretch your arms out in front? Can you bring them back in nice and close? Okay, see how quickly you can transfer the ball, so stretch your arms out in front, bring it back into the side. Can you bring your hands out and around, stretch them out in front? Can you draw a circle with them? Okay, can you bring them back into the middle? Okay, can you stretch above your head? And then I'm just going to sit down on my knees so you can see me. Toss the ball from side to side. Okay, so from hand to hand. Whoops. See then, you're nice and relaxed. We're going to put it up and above our head. Good, keep it going. Can you speed it up a little bit? Make sure you're not going to drop the ball and knock something over. Make sure you're in a nice clear space. Good, lovely. Okay, if you're somewhere where the ceiling is a little bit close to you, you can sit on your knees if it's easier. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to just move the ball, putting it around your waist. Good, can you change direction? Can you bring it down to one leg and go down one leg down towards your ankle, circle it round, circle it back up again. Go over to the other leg, circle it round. Can you change direction as you're coming back up again? Good. Now what we're going to do now is we are going to do 4 figures of 8s followed by 4 toe taps on the ball. So we're going to do that 4 times. So it's 1 figure of 8, 2, 3, 4, and then set the ball down and 4 toe taps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have a go at that. 4 figure of 8s, 4 toe taps. Good. Can you change the direction of your figure of 8s the way that you start? Lovely control. And 4 nice light toe taps on the ball. Keep it going. Back to 4 toe taps. Lovely. Great work. Let's get everybody get 1 more round in. So 4 figures of 8. Four toe taps. Okay, stop and have a rest. Well done. Our next little move, okay, our little exercise is that we're going to try and work on our balance. So we're going to put the ball in our hand and we're going to try and stand on one leg, bend the other knee, okay? We're going to try and hinge forward, okay? And then tap the ball on the ground and return back up. Now, as you come back up, you can bring your knee up. You can just return to this position, okay? But what we're looking for is for our knee just to stay in line with our toes. We're going to hinge forward, tap the ball on the ground, come back up again. We're going to try 8 of those on one side. Let's have a go. So let's try this on one leg. You'll see Nada, she's decided to straighten her leg out again. You can progress onto that if it's easier. Good. So you can have a nice bent leg, reach forward, or you can straighten it out if it's easier. And then once we've done our 8, we're going to have our leg out behind us, and then we're going to drop the ball and catch it 10 times. So 10 little drops. So we're just going to hold that position. Okay, so now if you can hold that position, and then you can drop the ball 10 times. So try if we can to really reach back through our heel. Good. And once you've done your 10 little ball drops, we're going to swap over to the other leg. So let's change legs. So I'm now on my left foot. As I hinge forward, touch the ground. If you're not able to touch the ground, don't worry, you can just stretch out in front, or you can keep the ball under your tummy. Hinge forward, hold the ball. Good. So we're doing 8 in total, and then we're going to hold that position and do 10 little drop catches. Nice and slow and controlled. Good, well done. Okay. We're now going to move on to another exercise, okay? So I have a mat, I put my mat out, but you don't need one. All you're going to do to start off is you're going to get into a nice plank position, okay? So hopefully you can see me. And if you're finding that challenging, you can drop down onto your knees. Just going to move my screen. So plank position, then drop your knees, okay? And then you're going to pass the ball from one side to the other, okay? But we're wanting to keep our shoulders and our hips in a nice straight line. We don't want to dip into our tummy. We want to keep nice and strong to our core. Okay, so there's 2 options. You do that on your knees or in a full plank. Whatever works for you. So we're going to work for 30 seconds. Off we go. Lovely Nada. Nada's doing the full version. But if you're finding that difficult, feel free to drop down onto your knees because you'll still get the same workout out from it. Make sure you have no pain in your lower back. Lovely. Take a rest if you need to. We have 10 seconds left. Try and keep your body nice and still. You shouldn't be swaying your hips. Keep your hips level and still. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, have a quick drink. We're going to do that one more time. And then we're going to work the muscles, the oblique muscles, okay, the inner and their sides. Make sure you've had a drink and a rest. So let's get set up again. Let's have a look at Nada's position and her plank. Okay, so you can see that from our shoulders to our hips to our feet, there's one big straight line. There's no dip in our tummy and our bottom's not sticking up in the air. So let's go. Let's get into that position if you can. Drop your knees if you need to. And let's pass the ball underneath. Good. Lovely work. Keep your hips nice and still. It should only be your hands moving one at a time, nice and slowly. Keep it nice and slow. Not a fast movement. You should feel your tummy muscles working, but if you have any pain in your back, drop down to your knees. Well done. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done, great work. Okay, we have one more exercise to do. So for this one, you're sitting on your knees with your ball in your hands. You're going to put one foot out to the side, okay? So just lunge it out beside you. You're going to hold the ball up in the air, and you're going to take a big deep breath, and you're going to reach across as you breathe out, and hold for 3, 2, 1, and then come back up to the side. Okay, so we're not leaning over. We're trying to stretch the ball up to the ceiling and just slowly bringing the ball down towards the ground if we can. We don't want to hunch over to one side. So let's try 10 on each side. So they're slow. Let's see if you can keep in time with Nada. Okay, off we go. So there's 1, hold, return. Good. 2. Lovely. You can do this standing if you find it too difficult sitting down. Lovely. You should feel the muscles just down the side of your tummy, so they're called your obliques. Should feel those working. If you need to take a rest, that's no problem. I'm hoping Nada hasn't lost count, but we'll go with 3 more. Great. Last one, can you hold it out there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and return. Okay, swap over to the other side. Let's go. So we're getting set up. We're making sure that our knee is under our hip and just all in line, and then we put one leg out to the side. Stretch the ball up and out. We want to keep our arms straight the whole time. And let's go. There's 1. Try and stay in time with Nada. Lovely, Nada. Great. We want to make sure that we're keeping our body nice and in line. We're not wobbling forwards or backwards. Good. Well done, everybody. That's great. If you need a rest, take it. It's no problem. And join back in when you can. We've got 3 more. And on this last one, we're going to hold it for 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Grab a drink, everybody. Okay, we have 3 minutes of work left. You'll be glad to know. We've worked really hard tonight. It's important in this next circuit that we do that we take it at our own pace. So if you're finding it really tough, make sure that you take rests. So we're going to do what's called an AMRAP. So we're going to work for 1 minute and do 2 exercises. So our first exercise with the ball, okay, is just a squat. So we're holding the ball and we're sitting down, and you can press the ball out in front. So we're going to do 10 squats, okay? And after we've completed our 10 squats, making sure that our knees are in line with our toes, our feet are shoulder width apart. So we've done 10, then we're going to put the ball down, and we're going to do 10 toe taps, okay? And then we go back to doing 10 squats, 10 toe taps, and you keep repeating it until the 1 minute is up. So if you need to take a rest in that time, it's fine. It's no problem at all. Work at your own level and your own pace. Are we ready to go? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go, so I know you're ready. Great. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 10 squats. Sitting down. Good. Making sure that our feet are shoulder width apart, our head is up, and you can push that ball away from your body. Bring it back in. Good. Once you've done your 10 squats, do 10 toe taps. You're 15 seconds down already. Well done. Back to 10 squats again once you've done them. I see some people here training together, working in sync. That's great. Keep motivating one another. Good, you've worked really hard. 10 toe taps. We have 20 seconds left. This is our conditioning. If you think about it, the last few minutes of a match, we have to work really hard. Last 5 seconds. Can you finish the exercise you are on? 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Okay, while you're resting, I'm going to show you our next exercise. Okay, our next exercise is going to be 10 reverse lunges. Okay, so just 5 each leg. And then what I want you to do is I want you to do some hopscotch. So you're just going to go hop on from 1 foot onto 2 feet, 1 foot, 2 feet. Okay, so 10 reverse lunges. And then once you've done your lunges, we're on to our hopscotch. So we have about 20 seconds left before we start.
How many lunges is it?
10 in total, so 5 on each side.
How many, do we do 10 hopscotch then as well?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, count to 10 for your hopscotch too. I forgot to say that. I'm glad you are keeping me right today. Okay, are we ready to go? Let's go in 3, 2, 1. So 10 reverse lunges, hands on your hips. Making sure that we are keeping our core nice and tight, that we're keeping our knees nice and strong. They're not falling in or falling out to the side. And then we will do 10 hopscotches. So you can do it on the spot, alternate legs. Or you can move forward and back. Lovely. We've already worked for nearly half of our time. We're doing great. Good, remember to take a rest if you need it. You shouldn't have any pain in your knees or anything like that. You might find it tough, but we should be working in a pain-free range. Good. Well done, lovely fast feet. Keep your head up if you can when you're lunging. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we have 1 minute to have a big rest. And I'm going to explain our final 2 exercises, okay? So, this one, we're going to do opposite arm, opposite foot as we tap forward. So we're just going to do running arms as we tap 1 foot forward, okay? So we're going to do that for 10 as we toe tap forward and back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 elevated jumps. Okay, so we're swinging our arms back into that nice ski position and we're throwing our arms up to the sky as if we're jumping up to catch a ball at height. Okay, now, this is probably the most challenging one. Our legs are going to be tired by now, so take rest if you need. So 10 of our toe taps, 10 elevated jumps. Last exercise, 1 minute. Are we ready to go? Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice fast feet on your toe taps and then 10 elevated jumps. Lovely. Great. And you'll notice how Nada's using her arms and putting them right back into that ski position behind her and stretching them up to the sky. Make sure you're landing nice and softly. We're halfway. Last 30 seconds. You've worked really hard. Seeing some great fast feet. Last 10 seconds. Keep working. Make sure you land nice and softly on the balls of your feet as you come down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Great work. Okay, grab a drink. We're going to do a little bit of a cool down. So just walking forward and back and kick out those legs to start. Okay, your legs might feel quite heavy after that last exercise, so walking back and forth, just getting your heart rate down. Taking deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, if you want to, you can grab your netball. And we're going to stretch up to the sky, netball in both hands. We're going to reach out in front. And then we're going to put our netball on the ground. And you can just lean on that ever so gently and walk the netball out towards your right foot. Bring it out to the front. And then back over to your left. And hold it. Back to the middle. To your right. And hold. Back to the middle. And then to your left. Okay, you can just leave your netball on the ground. You can grab one foot and we're going to stretch out our quads. If you need to, you can hold onto a wall or a chair or something beside you. Make sure that your heel is nice and tucked in. Make sure you can tense your muscles if you're not feeling it in your leg. Oops. Okay, and just swap over. Hopefully you're feeling nice and refreshed after that. You all worked really hard. Well done. Great work. Okay, we're just going to go back and do some of those sweeps that we did at the start. So sitting back, sweeping down. Just take it nice and slowly. Remember, we're trying to bring our heart back down. Do a few more. Good. And our last little stretch in our arms, just bring your arms across in front of your body. Hopefully you can see me. Look over the opposite shoulder. And swap sides. Okay, we're just going to do a quick roll down. So if you haven't done this before, what you do is you tuck your chin in towards your chest. You roll your shoulders forward. Bend your knees slightly as you reach down towards your trainers. Take a deep breath in. And then roll back up to the top, growing nice and slowly, growing as tall as you can. Stretch your arms up. Pull them down to the side. And roll your shoulders back. Well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed taking my first session. It was great to see such a high work rate and intensity level from you all. So I hope you enjoyed it. And some of you will be tuning in on Thursday. Thank you to Nada. You were fantastic, Nada.
Thank you for having me. Well done, everyone.
Well done, and we will hopefully see you all soon. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.